new wide angle putting in work.
Now, how far do you want me to push it? I'm worried about this transmission, dude. We are.
I'm just already excited.
Yeah, you got the new lens going. I don't even know where to stand now. I guess I can stand wherever.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, we got ourselves the BD Caprice, what I call it. She is LSA swapped. Went a little try hard on it, but I've dealt with a few of these swap kits before, and if you don't modify certain stuff, it just makes it a pain to work on, or, you know, possible issues down the road with wires chafing and stuff. I had to modify the coil brackets because they were running into the fuel rails, and it was like they weren't trying to bolt down. They don't come with hoses or anything or fittings for plumbing it, but it just gives you the reservoir and the heat exchanger. So I had to plumb that. I'm doing an upper pull. I did an upper pulley and a solid isolator, so I need a different size belt, but I would be able to use a stock size belt if I had a stock pulley on it, obviously. Went with ID 1050 injectors instead of FIDs that come with the kit. I think it said something about the in-tank fuel system. It's like a little plug-and-play jiffy. It's got flex fuel on it from the factory, which is nice. Did we show underneath this thing at all? I mean, there's some stuff underneath of it that we can show.
I don't think so, but maybe.
We'll show. Squashed exhaust.
Yo, look at this. This is big pimping. For a Caprice, come on now.
It's got a custom oval exhaust via the vise, the shop vise.
I'm not gonna lie, you did do a pretty good job on that for like a vise deal.
Yeah, I had to change these bolts, grind this down. There's like no, because the headers are kind of angled up. I don't know if they were tweaked in the fixture or what. That's what you get for the price. But yeah, so it would like I couldn't even get this pipe all the way up because it was hitting on here. So I had to grind all that down, oval this, cut these hangers. These hangers weren't even close. Cut the hanger brackets off too because those were touching. Other than that, I mean, the rest of the exhaust, I mean, it's hard to mess up two straight pipes. And then they neck down to the stock style rear connection. So it's got these goofy, was it like 1 3/4 inch exhaust with the flex joints. So these things move around a lot. And the tips, that's just how they're clocked from the factory, like crooked like that. Like there is no, like if you try to get that straight, the muffler would be up in the floor. You can kind of tell it's kind of how they're welded on. But it's just a goofy setup. I mean, it's just a goofy car. It's gonna be doing goofy stuff. Basically, another thing is this thing is like everything on it was just dry rotted and falling apart. Every quick connect line on the fuel tank that I was taking off was just breaking. So I had to do some. It's probably the only Caprice in the world with a Brown and Miller fuel setup. I mean, it works.
Well, let me get a better angle.
Yeah, the factory flex fuel, all them plastic hard lines were broken. So.
I mean, that is pretty cool how it's hooked up to the tank like that.
I looked at the trip odometer and it said it had like 6,200 hours of idling and only 8,000 hours of like complete running. So that means it's sat and just idled, which explains why the cam, I got the cam right here. You could probably see that right there. Get in the light.
In the light, yeah.
You see that lobe right there? It's got a nice indent on her. She's been chewed up.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, and then I put some. I think there's another one on here somewhere. Oh yeah, that one's all gouged up. I put some thicker oil in this one because I know the bearings probably aren't the healthiest, but hey, it was just, you know, throw a cam in it, valve springs, oil pump, and then blower, and they're just gonna beat the hell out of this thing. So I don't see the transmission lasting very long.
Yeah. Or
the drive shaft. I mean, I like the Steelies. I do.
Gotta have the centerpiece.
I know. You heard that?
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Okay, so that ain't.
Yeah, look, they bolt in there. They got freaking 13.
I got you.
13 millimeter bolts holding them center caps on.
Learn something new every day, you know?
Yeah, they can't have the old school police chase videos where the hubcaps come flying off when we'd bend a corner.
Oh,
they make sure they bolted them down.
That's funny. Dude, I mean, it does look pretty good in there.
No, it does. I mean, it's got the nice block, all, you know, I mean, it just looks like a...
I mean, it looks like a proper unit, bud.
I mean, it's clean. The engine bay is clean because everything got, you know, cleaned up when it came out.
You need to get the bash bar back on there.
Yeah, I'm waiting until after because that thing gets in the way just trying to do simple stuff.
Yeah, we got the shin killer right here.
Yeah, I've been killing my shins all week.
Well, that's our update. The Escalade stuff's at powder coat, so we'll be doing that.
Did we show them the meth kit in the trunk?
No, but
Like
I guess we can.
You can.
Even without
It's
the tank
buttoned
in
up,
there.
yeah. All right, so you got your trunk. You got all your panels in here. Your buttons still function for the seats, but yeah. So found out a good spot to mount that out the way. And it's nice because there's a grommet literally straight down from that one for the pump wires. And then these two run all the way to the front. But 154 feet of wire and loom. Or no, 154 feet of wire, and it was like 70 something feet of loom because I had to make more than one wire for some of the harnesses. But
Nice.
21 foot long meth line.
Oh.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
right
Oh
here.
yeah, yeah. This is, we didn't even get to show them the finished product.
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of weird with the camera. Just gonna hit them with a little spin off. Got your cap here.
Fit your funnel in there.
Ready to rock and roll.
We'll show you once we get the tank up in there. The vent and the fill line's pretty trick. How we got it set up to where.
Yeah, I got some pictures too.
We'll have the catch can back too. Not really much to show you on that right now.
Yeah, I don't think we said much about the catch can either.
Yeah.
Kind of just did that last.
I mean, that's probably something that'd be more realistic to recreate for, you know, people out there with Escalade Vs.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool, man. I mean, now it's what, heads cam. It's got headers.
Just ordered a new transfer case today. So.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't know. We're gonna dyno it in 2-wheel drive without the front drive shaft hooked up.
What did this thing make originally?
730, I think it made.
730. So this thing's probably gonna get a little.
Yeah. I mean, that was to all 4 wheels. That was when y'all went to.
Yeah. Kinetic.
Yeah, Kinetic. But yeah, so we're gonna try it on the hub this time. It's coming from Australia, so I don't know how soon we could have it. So we might have to borrow that dyno again, or put it on the dyno jet in 2-wheel drive. I think this is the sickest one I think out there right now, in my opinion.
Dude, it's been running. I mean, it's been making good power for a long time.
I mean, he beats the. I mean, he's ran this thing out of meth more times than I can count on my hands.
This was the original intake. I mean, I don't even know how long. That was a good.
Was it 2.5 years ago, probably?
Yeah.
Because this is a 23. He got these when these first came out.
Man, that shit sounds good, Willis. Officer Bledsoe.
Yeah, I only put like 2 gallons in. Oh, here we go.
Attention.
Here we go.
Carbon monoxide.
What's up?
Attention. Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide. Yeah, nah, she will not shut up yet. It'll be doing that. Somebody got to get a ladder if you want to unplug it, but I don't feel like it's gonna happen.
Officer Young. Ready to make your first arrest?
I'm missing some equipment.
Yeah, I know.
I don't got my bass bar. I don't got a lot. That thing is priced for like 95%.
This is our first in-car dyno pool here. Hopefully we'll get some more traction on them Goodyears.
I mean, you might.
New wide angle putting in work. Changing the game already. First glance, kind of looks like SS.
Yeah, I think it might have smelled already. I'm at 658 right now. How far do you want me to push it? I got more room. I got more room to go, but I'm on. It made 590 something on 93. I'm on like E60 right now. But I mean, I can make more currently with the 85 in it. I'm only at like 16 degrees, so I don't know what he wants to make. I mean, it's pretty safe right now. It's a 650. It's 658. I'm worried about this transmission, dude. It doesn't feel the best, no. I did tune it, and I tightened the shifts up, but it's only going to get so good. It feels a lot better than it did with the shifts, I can tell you that. But all right, I'll send, he got a video. I'll send it to you.
He says that's good? Okay. Phew. Thank the Lord.
I can push that and make 700 pretty easily, honestly. But I don't like this transmission right now. I don't like this transmission at all.
Take it back, burn it up, order the 10-speed, and bring it back.
That's I was like more worried about the transmission and the motor after seeing the fluid.
Oh, okay. More details.
I seen the fluid.
More information that I didn't know. Okay. So, I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a LSA kit on it, R-cam, 2.5 upper, headers. It made 586, I think, on 93, and it made 658 right there. But I'm being pretty safe with it. I'm only 16 degrees, and we can easily go more than that. And I'm on E61, so
cool.
Making like 9 pounds of boost. So 10 pounds.
Cool. Alright, well I guess that pretty much wraps us up on this one, I'm assuming.
That's it.
Howdy. We got the fuel cell up in there.
Level sensor here hanging. Pump wires. Let's
Oh,
see.
she started nice today. She's cooperating. It's like she knows she's on camera.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So to give you all a rundown, that's the fill line.
I think I have a flashlight over here if you want to see the drain setup, the vent setup.
There you
We
go.
need Josh to make an attachment for your camera for a flashlight.
This is hard to show you. I have pictures.
It's hard to even look at it with your bare eyes.
You have the fuel, the regular fuel fill, and then you have our Brown & Miller fuel fill and vent. Just like factory. This is good. I cracked the code. Alright, so this right here is the grommet for all the wiring under the car. Over here, you got the vent and the filler neck. The bulkhead is on this side. And then we got the tank. So Kyle's got the level sensor, all the pump wiring. Just buttoning that up, that's all ran together. Got our feed line, the meth, and the meth pump. This has got the big pump. So,
I think that's the only one that's going to work with this kit, honestly.
yeah,
It's going to have to be the Big Johnny.
yep,
Meth light wired up, so like I want to know the meth light works. So,
I got you.
all right, we got the cap. Did a little test run earlier. I just couldn't wait to see what it does. Make sure the vent works. That was my biggest fear, was the vent wasn't going to be enough. But 5-gallon can, regular funnel. We're going to fill her up.
This is how we do it usually.
You hear her taking it down, no problems. I mean, it ain't even backing the fill tube up right now.
I don't know if y'all can hear it up under there.
I could go more ham, but I'm just trying to show y'all. He's got a little pretty trick transfer pump in there.
Yeah, this would be pretty cool. So,
I mean, he probably won't even need it, honestly, after seeing how well it fills. It's just a 5-gallon M1 pail. Just be a little bit extra step.
just kind of show. This is a box. Kind of gives you a good idea how you'd work it.
I'm just hoping that stuff's methanol safe. I know it says
Yeah,
gas.
some
It
of
just
them-
says gasoline, but methanol is a little bit hard.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and show you all the catch can because we didn't even get a chance to show you really that. Up top at first, I mean, he'll get a glimpse of there,
Here's
but
just a little quick shot of it.
quick shot.
It's kind of tucked in over there. I got this wide angle now. We can do more. So that's the undershot.
Got a nice pass through there. Don't worry, I gotta pull these wires through. This is old meth stuff, but I can't open the door all the way right now on the lift, so I gotta wait till it's on the ground.
See them lines coming passing through. One goes to the other side, and then one goes right into that valve cover.
And then up there, and then it goes under that radiator shroud shield over to the passenger side.
Yeah, if you guys can try to dissect that on the camera, good luck.
Yeah. Just look for this black line. That's all you gotta look for.
Yeah, no, it's ran nice. Everything turned out good.
And then we got one of our fancy drain petcocks on there.
Easy.
Easy money. You don't even gotta lift the truck up.
Get a pan, unscrew it, drain it. All set.
It's super. This whole engine bay is really, other than the intake, you don't know what's going on with it. It's super low key. You could pass as a bolt-on truck. You don't know what's going on in the engine bay.